when you outsmart the AI, the algorithm is going to outsmart you, right? Especially in certain situations where they find it to be more pivotal, or it's just they just don't want you to be able to execute a certain plan, right? So now right here, let's take it back. Right here, I'm trying to lose Batum, right? I'm trying to lose Batum, and what I want to do right here is I want to whip around Graham, right? So looking at my player and just following the trail, take it back, following the trail, I want to go around him and get to the basket. They are aware, the people, they meaning the people that program this game, the developers, they're aware, right, of the different tactics that you can use to always beat the computer. You can run certain routes that you can run, or you can always beat the computer. So what they've done is basically they scripted the game to where a computer is going to just always be able to stick with you arbitrarily, right? So now right here, I want to run around Graham, and two things happen right here. They force me to stop when I call for the pass to catch the ball, right? So in reality, what would actually happen is, even if you might slow down, you're not just going to stop, or at least not a professional basketball player or somebody that actually balls. You're not going to stop in mid stride and catch the ball when you have a clear lane, a clear path right here to get you a good layup in, right? And then on top of that, when you look at Batum, here's probably the most offensive part of it all. Batum could not keep up with me, but instead of him going this way, going behind, I think is that Reggie? Yeah, that's Reggie. That's Reggie Jackson. Instead of going behind Reggie Jackson, he's allowed to cut through, because if he's forced to go behind Reggie Jackson, he's going to lose me, right? He's not fast enough to keep up. So he goes in between him and Graham, right? And when he decides to do this sidestep, the game allows him to barge his way through and force Reggie Jackson to slide out of the picture in order for him to be able to keep up with me. Look at this, right? Reggie Jackson is just totally sliding right out of the picture, right? In order for him to be able to keep up with me, in order to cut me off, right? So there's two things that they did. They forced me to stop. That was one offense. Then two, they allowed Batum to split Reggie and Graham in order to get in front of me. This was desperation at its finest, right? This was pure desperation. You can clearly see this man sliding between, especially once he gets bit through. You can see him sliding in front of me, right? So now, and even though I continue to try to go and make a drive to my right, once I actually catch the ball, third offense, once I actually catch the ball, they force me to go left. Even though obviously the obvious thing is to go right. Why would I want to go left into Reggie and Batum? That does not make any sense. And I have a teammate to my left also. This makes no sense at all, right? But the game is forcing this to happen because they're trying to prevent the user from having these easy opportunities to score, because they have not really programmed the game in general to where you can have a realistic function up and down the court and in the half court sets. You can't really either they're too lazy or they don't really understand how to program it and code the game to have more of a realistic feel to it. So they have to do stuff like this in order to prevent you from just totally destroying and demolishing the computer. Let's play it all the way through. And it's not that they really care. Let's take it back. It's not that they really care. It's just that they want the game to feel not so easy to just dominate all the time, right? But instead of actually making it to where computer can actually put up a genuine fight, they have to cheat you, right? Look at this again. They have to cheat you. Now, when you look at this from this perspective, the average person, let's say they're playing in 2K mode 2K mode with the 2K camera. The average person playing this, a lot of these dudes that you see on YouTube making videos about 2K, they some of them they know they know better, but some of them actually don't quite get it. Right? So they're not gonna catch stuff like this. They're not really gonna make videos about this sort of thing right here, because one, they're not sharp enough to catch it, or two, is more financial, it's more of a financial benefit, or they get more of a following just praising the game, right? But when you look at it, especially after I've broken it down, you can clearly see when he split Graham and Reggie, you can see Reggie slide all the way out of the picture in order for him to be able to cut me off, right? Even though I ran the perfect route, I got rid of him, I lost him, I should have been able to just get right around and go right to the basket and get an easy dunk, easy layup, right? But when they do stuff like this right here, they force me to stop to catch the ball. Once again, one offense, and they allow him to split the two players, two offenses. Now what am I going to do? This is a bucket I was supposed to have had with ease because I was able to outsmart the computer. See, they don't reward you for being able to outsmart the computer. What they would do, they would just arbitrarily trump whatever you're doing and allow the computer to catch up with you, or allow the computer to outdo you. Even though it does not make logical sense. It doesn't make sense according to the laws of physics. But you cannot do this to the computer. I cannot, here's the thing. Let's say I'm playing with the Clippers and I'm on Batum. I just so happen to be on Batum. I try to split the two play. I try to run right here. I'm going to get stuck. Y'all know what happens in 2K when you're running and you run into another player, you get stuck and you be like the running man, right? You just running in place. You're running in one spot, you stuck right there. You're not gonna be able to run through here like what Batum did and have Reggie and Graham split. You get what I'm saying? They're gonna force you to be stuck, but with computers, they allow this to happen. They programmed it that way. That's something that dudes really have to understand. I see comments where cats are talking about, it's about VC and this and that. That's not what this is about. The same thing will happen in a game mode where you don't need VC to play. They're trying to not make it so easy for you to bust computers' ass because they understand that the AI that they've programmed is not good enough. You get what I'm saying? It's not good enough. But that'll do it for this video. Peace.